So I'm out here walking with the Polly, and I've been stressed out. Not a lot, but a little, because there are some things that really bugs the heck out of me, and I would like to share y'all about it. So as many of you know, one of my biggest pet peeve is litter bugs. And just like 2 minutes ago, I was walking with Apollo, and right through the dog park is just 3 water bottles and I guess a container of macaroons. So as a decent human being, I pick them up and throw them in the trash, and I'll just wash my hands afterwards. I mean, I don't know what's so hard about some people just picking things up after they're done eating or drinking and just throwing it away. Because I don't remember in the Bible about God putting bottles all over the grass. I don't remember seeing that in the Bible because it didn't happen. That's why I try to do good in this world. I'm not perfect. I've sinned. Yeah, I make mistakes throughout my life, but it's just be mindful. Just be mindful of the world. Another thing that bothers me about some people. Let me try to squat down here. We're just taking a little break. For you MJ fans, the Michael Jackson fans know that Netflix. Yep, I said it. Netflix came out with 3-hour, 3-part Michael Jackson mockumentary, uh, called The Verdict. And old news, because we all know Michael Jackson is innocent, and the media is just so hard-headed that they want to keep repeating it over and over again, and it's old news. So as soon as I saw that, I just got rid of my Netflix and just let that app go away. I don't know what it is about some people that are so hard-headed about knowing the truth, because many people are like, well, I don't know if he's true or if he did it. Well, that's not the point, because Michael, he didn't do it because he's innocent. He didn't have a childhood, because his father made him work as a child. It really bugs the crap out of me, of some people. I feel like, because if you here, let me try to sit down. I feel like some people who become news reporters or journalists, I don't know what it is. I feel like, I don't know. My theory is about these people who have become journalists and the news media, or whoever's running the media, who are making up lies about music artists, or not only music artists but other people. I don't know. I feel like when they were kids and their father was really tired and sitting on a couch watching TV, and it's most likely news, and I feel like the father is just really tired of working, but he has to get up because it's late at night and he has work tomorrow. And so he got up and walked to his bedroom, not realizing that the TV is still on, and now the child is sitting on the floor watching the darn TV and believing everything what the media tells you. Brainwash. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't know. It's just some people are just hard headed. They're just so hard headed. And another thing, though, why I dislike some people is people that it's the people who don't respect boundaries. Like people who ask personal questions, or I don't know what it is. I'm a very nice guy, and I love communicating with us and socializing with other people. But it's some days, once in a few days, I just feel like I just want to be alone. Not permanently alone. No, no way. I got friends I got God, friends, and family. But they just walk up to you and just you know asking questions and starting a conversation when you don't feel like saying anything. Or another thing, though, is when Apollo and I, or Wags, when he was alive, I took my dogs out for a walk, and people with other dogs come with you at the exact same time. Not coming with me, but like following the same direction as you, and with their yappy dog. And Apollo and I are very very similar. I despise some people not all people, but some of them. And Apollo is just, he despises some dogs and some others too. And I remember one day, I was taking Apollo out for a walk, and there was this old man, poor old man, with the two little dogs, and Apollo was like rushed to him and just started barking at him, and I had to pull him really tight. Well, not to hurt him, but like hold him really tight so he won't get out of his leash. And the poor old man is just looking at me like really frightened. And thank God Apollo was okay. He wasn't attacked, but they were like in the fight, like the movie Boys in the Hood. And thank God Apollo didn't get hurt or didn't harm the other dogs. But I looked at the old man. I was like, what are you doing? And the old man just looked at me. I was like, what do you want from me? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's my pet peeves, or I don't know. Maybe it's just too many people going on. That's another one of my pet peeve: human population. Here's a list of things that tick me off: human population, racism, politics. I don't talk about politics at all, and just the mainstream media and dumb people. Those are the top five. And where are the parents? Where are the parents of these people? I know I keep mentioning that a lot. Keep mentioning that a lot. That's what kind of bothers me. The parents who don't teach them a lot of things in life and just let them go off and just act like maniacs. One of my favorite stand-up comedians is Orny Adams. God bless him. He told in one of his comedy specials that is this true? There's 8 billion people on this planet, on God's beautiful earth, and people need to stop having kids. And he was right. He's not talking about the decent people like you and me and everyone else. It's because the craziest people that's causing chaos and causing trouble. That's the problem. And as you can see on my Instagram post of why I'm not having kids on my own, it's because of that. It's because of human population, and I don't want to. I don't know. I don't feel like want to bring another human being on this planet because I don't want this child to get hurt or kidnapped or murdered, or I don't know. It's a crazy place here, and I wonder what God's thinking. I mean, I'm not mad at God. I love God. He's always number one on my list. Because in the Bible, when Adam and Eve betrayed him because they ate the fruit out of the tree, he said that be fruitful and multiply. I wonder what God's thinking right now. It's like, oh my gosh, what the heck happened to this place? And I feel very sad. That's why I've been doing a lot of therapy. Just to calm my cool, just to calm down and just tell my therapist about what I've been going through. That's what bothers me. The parents that raise these monsters. Even the same people at Disneyland, because I'm going to Disneyland afterwards. They just they're walking back and forth. They bump into you. They go to the same direction as you when you're walking to the area that you want to go to. That's why I hate crowded people. Me, my parents, and the Disney adults and Disney kids, we look like ants walking around in different directions. And I get very claustrophobic when it comes to too close or too many people around. I don't know. It's really hard being a human. I told Princess Merida, if I was an animal, it probably would be a penguin. That'd be cool if I was a penguin, though. Just being in the cold all day, just standing on ice, sliding on my belly. Swimming all day in the pool. Not in the pool, but in the igloo water. Being in an igloo all day, drinking hot cocoa. That would be nice. Hanging out with the polar bear and the seal. Yeah, a Pingu reference. And that's about it. I just want to share with y'all a few more of the pet peeves of mine that I just want to share with y'all recently. I better keep walking now because I don't want to waste too much time here in the park because I have a therapy session around 3:30. So I despise some people.